what is the confidence level of this group right now after 10 of your last 11 you've won?
Yeah, it's good. You could just feel a different energy around the team in the dugout. Just coming in the locker room every day, everyone's now just expecting like a different level of winning. I know we've been winning all year. We've been finding ways to win, but just when it comes down to this year, you can really feel the difference between your team's really locked in or you're kind of like in between. But right now, everyone has that confidence level, and we're gonna find ways to win.
Was there a moment in the season where you guys had maybe like a come to Jesus moment where you had to figure out what was going on and try to attack that? Is there one specific moment?
I wouldn't say there's there's specific moments. It happens every year. I think every good team has that moment at some point, whether or not it's at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of the year. But every team has that moment, and for us, I don't know. It kind of wasn't like okay, the sky's falling and now we got to figure it out, but kind of like okay, we're winning, but we're not winning how we want to. So let's just keep working to figure out how we can get to that. Every aspect is working. So.
You talked about the confidence of this team just moments ago. Can you put into perspective what level of confidence is this team at, and just how important is it for you guys to be in that position heading into a weekend like this one where, everything comes down to the line for a potential Big Ten regular season title?
Yeah, I would just say that everyone's ready for this moment. I would say that everyone's put in the work, that, when it comes down to this moment, everyone is now ready to play. When these big games come, the right people will show up, and I believe this whole team's ready for that moment.
How do you feel like maybe the last couple of weeks have helped you guys? Because, you guys have faced, it seems like tough opponent after tough opponent, UCLA, Oregon State, obviously Washington a couple times. Made it interesting. How do you feel like that's kind of prepared you for this weekend and for postseason play that's coming up in just a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I would say that we ran into the right part of the schedule at the right time. I'd say that having these kind of competition going into the end of the year is really good for us. We're figuring out, different ways to win, whether it's with our arms, with our bats, and, our defense has been so consistent all year. But we really know how we can win, and we can win in any way we need to.
This may be a dumb question, but when did you realize you were like a plus defender?
I guess just throughout my career here, really, they've really just given me that confidence and the keys to, control that defense, and it's given me that confidence from that.
You ever unconfident when there's a ball hit your way?
No. It's kind of just a reaction and trust the work that we've been doing.
Was it that Hinkle is a hard guy to be under as a coach? What does he do to kind of drive you guys in the infield, and I guess starting infield, everybody on the team to get to be the best?
Yeah, I feel like we've all grown a relationship with Hink, and he really does drive everyone to be better every single day. And I think that's what makes everyone better, is that there's just such an expectation when you walk in every day to that locker room, when you walk onto that field, that we're expecting greatness. So I just feel like this group, especially with our infielders and Hink, he gives us what we need to continue to grow.
Been some struggles for you at the plate recently. How do you try to keep a normal mindset when you go up there every time?
Yeah, I guess I've ran into a couple of situations like this last year and my freshman year, but I feel like when it comes down to this time of the year is when I can show up and do whatever the team needs me to do. It's not necessarily that I got to go out and get hits every single day or driving runs, but it's doing my job, to get Mason up to the plate with runners on. So whatever they need me to do, and that's what I'm focused on.
Building off of that, just how have you seen Coach described it as just the unity in the team and how that has grown this season, and maybe the mindset has kind of changed and morphed into kind of what you just talked about? Do you feel like in the locker room that's where it's at right now? Like whoever it takes, whatever it takes to get the job done, our goal is to win? Or how would you describe it?
Yeah, absolutely. We just know that anyone that steps on that mound or in the batter's box is ready to get the job done.